Oh, that's bright. Hello everybody, my name is Kate Olaf. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing why young people should house hack in 2022. Okay, this spot has much better lighting. And I look like the same from last week's video because I'm filming all of this in the same day. Okay everybody, so why should young people house hack in 2022? First off, I am going to get into what is house hacking. So for anyone who doesn't know, house hacking is a real estate investment strategy where you can buy a home, single family or multifamily. You live in one unit or one of the bedrooms, and then you rent out all the other units or bedrooms to your friends or family or tenants who actually pay you monthly rent, and that rental income helps offset your mortgage payment. This is actually the strategy I use on my triplex, which I just moved out of about 3 months ago because I lived there for a year, and I moved out of there, so now it acts as a completely cash flowing rental investment property for me. So that's what house hacking is, but why should you house hack and why in 2022? Well, we'll get into why in 2022 later, but the reason and why you should house hack is because you get to live for free, if not very minimal. This minimizes your living expense almost to hopefully zero, and when you end up moving out of the property, you get cash flow each month as a rental income property for you. So I'm going to use my triplex as an example to give to you. When I moved into my triplex, I was living in the back studio for several months, and I had 2 other tenants, one in a studio and one in the front house. Each month, they generated me anywhere between $2,500 to $2,600 a month, and my mortgage payment was only $1,900 a month. So while I was living on the property, living in a unit, I was not only living for free, but I was making additional money on top of my mortgage payment. The way that my triplex worked out is I had a lot of operating expenses and utilities I had to pay out of pocket, so I didn't necessarily make money while I was living there, but I broke even. I got to live near downtown in Tucson for free for the year that I was living there. Fast forward to today, and I actually moved out about 2-3 months ago. All the units are rented out right now. So as it sits, it is making me anywhere between $500 to $800 a month. That's after all expenses are paid, and that $500 to $800 a month goes into my pocket, which then helps me pay for the rental that I'm living in now. So why do you house hack? Well, because it's a great investing strategy and it helps minimize your living expenses, which just helps you make more money because of the job that you work and any other investments that you may have. You no longer have a living expense, and it's very, very minimal. Now, take note, there are a couple ways that you can do this. I did it buying a triplex. You could use it by buying a fourplex, by buying a duplex, or even by buying a single family home. So let's say you buy the single family house. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So what you would do is you would live in one of the bedrooms, and then your friends or buddies, you'd have them rent out the 3 other bedrooms, let's call it for $500 a month. Essentially, at the end of every month, you'd be getting paid $1,500 in cash that you could be applying to your mortgage payment. Let's say your mortgage payment was $1,600. So each month you would be coming out of pocket $100 because your tenants or your residents would be paying you $1,500 a month. Your mortgage payment is $1,600. You use that $1,500 against the $1,600, and you have $100 left over that you have to pay, and that would come out of your pocket. So the great thing about this is that you no longer have to go rent or buy a house and come out of pocket $1,500 a month or $1,200 a month in rent. You only have to pay $100 a month in living expenses because all your tenants or residents would be paying your mortgage payment. So this is the power of house hacking, because you're investing in a property while you get to live for free or very minimal. I actually have personally seen it both ways, with the triplex, like myself personally, as well as the single family. So depending on your situation or what you can find in your market, either way can work, but it's the same strategy, which is house hacking. So why do I say that it's so important for young people specifically in 2022 to do this house hacking strategy? Well, the reason is because of inflation. Right now, in this period of time, we are experiencing inflation like we've never seen before in the United States of America. This means that more money has been printed, and that means that the value of our dollar is becoming less and less valuable. With that said, it is so important now for young people like us to get our money working for us, because 10 years from now, we're really going to be experiencing the inflation that we're seeing today. What is $200 today is going to be thousands of dollars in 10 years. So with that said, one of the only ways that we can protect ourselves against inflation is by investing our money, putting our money to work to create more money. At the end of the day, money is just a tool. One of the best ways to invest your money is with real estate. Right now with this triplex, I bought it for $375,000 and I put 20 grand into it. The property right now is probably worth $450,000. So instantly, I already have $75,000 worth of equity in this property. The longer I hold it, the more valuable it's going to become. And the cash flow that I'm generating off of this property in 1 month right now sits at about $500 to $800. And that number is just going to be growing over time. That property is an asset for me. It's not a liability. It's making me money. It turned that $20,000 into the $75,000 of equity, in addition to the $500 to $800 a month that I'm generating. This is the importance of real estate, and it's specifically geared towards young people. That's why I say young people right now in 2022 should be figuring out any way possible that they could be buying and owning real estate, because it's one of the only ways to protect yourself against the inflation, and especially 10 years from now when that inflation starts to really affect how we live. So if you are a young person and any of that made sense to you, please consider subscribing to this channel, commenting below, and liking the video, as it's gonna help the algorithm push it out to more young people so we could all buy some more real estate and protect ourselves against inflation. Again, I just wanna encourage you guys, if you're watching this, that I did that house hacking strategy. I lived in it for 1 year, and it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made, because at this point, I'm generating cash flow in addition to my everyday job once a month, and it's increased my net worth to an astounding $75,000 additional dollars. And if you have any questions on how to get started with this, comment on this video below. We can get in touch. I'll show you how to run the numbers. I'll show you how to house hack and get started. I also believe I have another video on my YouTube channel that kind of goes into the strategy behind it, also how to run the numbers, so feel free to check out more videos. But for this video, that's going to be all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, my name is Kate Olaf, and I will see you in the next one.